morning, everyone. Seems like a few new interesting releases are happening. We just got the Model Notes EP and now we got the Kompany and PhaseOne Disappear single. And without talking too much, let's get right into this. Quite excited for this one. Kompany and PhaseOne, definitely artists that I can appreciate. Okay. Okay. That's more like it. It begins like something I could love. Hell yeah. I enjoyed the intro. Love the BPM. Oh! Okay, let's go. Oh, the melody there. Hell yeah. Honestly, the snare could use a bit more tone, I think. The snare's way too much punk. Could use a bit more of a tail and a bit more of a, tonality to it. Maybe a bit more around the 2.6K, 2.8K hertz, 1.6, 1.8 to just give it a more present tail, or just a tonal, like, metallic layer, just a more acoustic snare layer could help there, I guess. Really, really enjoy the sound design. I just think that the intro and the drop kinda feels like two different things again. That's a bit unfortunate, because it can be combined a lot better in my opinion. But it's still really, really sick. It's powerful, it's nice, it works. I love the combination in general, it works pretty good, and PhaseOne is one of the only guys who does it well, I think, the metal and dubstep combination, even though if there's room for improvement, of course, but that's everything can be improved in some form or another, to be fair. But I like this. This is pretty damn cool. I like the BPM. I like that it's a way slower. Feels like a whole breakdown and stuff. Really captures the Sounds of Mayhem vibe, in my opinion. Oh, the right. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, just the acoustic snare that is more distorted on the snare would help, like a, you know, that just fills out the room a bit more. It just feels really, how should I call it? Kind of plasticky, you know, like this does not really sound like metal, if that makes sense. It has like this modern metal tone to it, but it's kind of missing the organic touch to it. And that's the only thing that I can criticize here. I like this a lot. I even like this breakdown a lot. This is pretty damn cool. It's just more mixed like a dubstep song, obviously. Okay. Syncopation. Oh! Nice. Nice break there. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was nice. That was pretty nice. That was pretty damn cool. Again, I think PhaseOne is probably one of the leading artists to combine metal and electronic music, and it works well. It works pretty well. Like, he knows how to mix the modern metal style. He knows how to mix the dubstep stuff. It just sounds really powerful, really good. To me, for me personally, it sometimes sounds a bit too clean, if that makes sense. I just love my metal stuff a bit more rough, a bit more dirty, a bit more disgusting, distorted. That's kind of what I appreciate about YVM3, for example. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of their style and their execution in general, I think that it definitely encapsulates the metal sound more than the PhaseOne stuff. I think PhaseOne stuff kind of, if there's a spectrum, Quiet and me, we are in the middle, like metal and electronic bass weird stuff. And then PhaseOne is kind of moving a bit more to the dubstep side. And YVM3 is maybe trying to move a bit more to the metal side, but then falls from the spectrum, kinda. That's kinda how I see it. That makes sense. I still like it though. I think there could be a bit more Kompany involved. I don't hear that much Kompany in it. The thing is, I don't know most Kompany stuff, and my favorite Kompany song is Cold Blooded, and I think it's one of the least favorite songs of his audience, as far as I know. So maybe that's not the best comparison. I still think this is great. And I think this is the right direction PhaseOne in this case should go, because it definitely sounds more like a PhaseOne song. It's also on Sounds of Mayhem, so the metal and bass music combination is kinda inevitable, which is good, which is a good thing. But yeah, in total, cool thing. Disappear, definitely worth check it out. I'm excited for more. Maybe there is more coming, maybe an EP or something. That would be nice. Maybe we see more Kompany on Sounds of Mayhem. That will also be interesting. Interesting release. I kind of like it. I have to check it a few more times, I think. There's not a lot that I will remember of this, unfortunately. The intro is a bit bare. It's just kind of guitars. Then you have a classic build-up and you have a drop. I like that it's slow. I like that it's heavy. It's definitely something that I see in my gym playlist. But then again, it's not something that I will put on because I want to listen to the song, and that's kind of the issue here. Like there is not really a highlight in the song, and not a red line that kind of ties it together to something amazing. But this is criticism on the highest level, you know, like this is extremely well made. The mixdown is fantastic. Sound design is great. The power is amazing, and this will work 100% in a live set, and I love the energy of it. And that sums it up pretty well, I guess. Let me know what I should react to next. As you see, those reactions are not the main thing that I'm doing. I like that I'm moving the YouTube channel a bit towards my music more and towards the stuff that I'm doing. I still want to do some of these reactions because I think there is interesting stuff that we can talk about, just like the Model Notes EP, the PhaseOne thing, just stuff that is interesting to talk about and gives you just some worth information out of my perspective if you're interested in it. Check out my latest music. The Burden with Mira came out, A King's Decapitation came out, and more is coming. And I just dropped the lore short on YouTube and a lore video on Instagram that you can check out about all the stuff that I'm cooking right now. I'm also working on the next Machine Gun Masterclass video. Those will all be available on Patreon as well, and there will be an in-depth masterclass that I'm working on Patreon soon. So if you're interested in that, check out Patreon, and see you in the next video. Have a good one. Peace.